We've got hold of Jamie Richards, just about to tweet that he's coming on to Te Akau Trackside 1 now, which we've just done. So we'll bring him in anyhow. So those who are sitting by the computers and not by TV, we'll give them a second to join us. And at this stage, say good afternoon to you, Jamie. Thanks for joining us from Sydney. How's weather over there?
Nice day today. Looked like it was going to get a little bit rougher early on, but just out at the sales, looking at some horses, and yeah, beautiful day.
Okay, talking Gingernuts, obviously the Rosehill Guineas win was super. First of all, your reaction to that, and then how's he come through it?
I thought it was, obviously a really good win. Probably handled the conditions better than some of the other horses in the field. But, he was probably quite dominant in the end. He sort of pricked his ears up and had a bit of a look around the last 100. And, to be fair, the horse, he's come through it in really good order. He's done a little bit of travelling, a bit of racing now, and he's getting good at it. So you certainly can't fault the way he looks physically. He's a sort of athletic type of horse. He's not a big, good-doing sort of colt, so he hasn't needed a lot of work, Aidan.
Exactly, he's sort of come up on a testing track in the Rosehill Guineas, and while he's come into it and certainly gone on with it, you think that they would take out something from him, and of course he's also already run a New Zealand Derby. Could you have him in any better condition going into this one?
No, we're really happy with the way he looks physically. If you were going to be really picky, you'd say that he could just eat a little bit better, but look, he's drinking really well, and when I did my trot in Canada this morning, he's nice and fresh, and he'll do a little bit of work tomorrow morning, Thursday, and that should just top him off nicely. So he's certainly bright and alert, and he goes for a walk in the afternoons and a bit of a swim, so he's very hard to fault.
Jamie, we know you know the horse very well. You've sort of guided him through this great process of Avondale Guineas, New Zealand Derby, Rosehill Guineas. But outside what you know about the horse and your normal systems and getting him ready for a race, have you called on any advice from anyone outside?
Probably just I speak to obviously Dave and Mark on a daily basis, and Stevie back there at home as well, and speak to the old man quite often as well. So in terms of travelling horses, I think we've done a little bit of it now, having learnt from experiences with Extravagant in the spring, and certainly travelling a gelding is a lot easier than that. But it was the Carbine Club lunch before the Auckland Cup. It was good to speak to Colin Jillings as well. So there's plenty of old heads around in terms of travelling horses.
What about barrier 12, Jamie? What was your reaction to the wide draw yesterday?
Look, obviously a little bit disappointed initially, but texted it to Opie and he said we'll be sweet. So leave it up to him. He's a genius. He knows what he's doing. Okay,
track conditions. What are we looking at? And what would you be sort of hoping for ideally for Gingernuts on Saturday?
I'd say the track's going to be absolutely beautiful if they get no rain. It just looks like a carpet at the moment. It's in really good order. Navish, the track manager here, and his team have done a great job with it. But look, there's quite a bit of rain forecast tomorrow, up to 40 mils. So if they get that, things are obviously going to change a bit. But he gets through any conditions. If they got a bit of rain, it might slow some of the others down a bit more than it would him. So he's a versatile sort of horse that can go on any ground.
Yeah, there's a beauty about him. I see I think there was a tweet come out that he's going to head home on Monday, win, lose or draw tomorrow. Is that the plan?
That's the plan at this stage, yes. Look, he's done a little bit of racing now and a bit of travelling, and I think it's probably the right time to give him a break and then set him for the spring.
Jamie, is this the biggest moment of your career?
Oh, I have to be, Aidan. Obviously, winning Group 1s in New Zealand's great, but to come over here and compete with the big boys on the Australasian stage is very humbling. It's good to be a part of it.
Yeah, sure is. Back home this weekend. First of all, before we get you into Manawatu in the Group 1 there, Matamata today being called off. You had a fair few runners there. Just what's the plan? Do you sort of turn them over to a meeting coming up, or how do you play today's abandonment?
Well, we had 4 in and we scratched them all this morning. Heavy 10 and raining at the time of scratching. So a couple of those horses have been down to wire and had a trip away, so they didn't really need to be going around to get fit. But we'll just pick out suitable targets in the coming weeks for them. A horse like Embellish, who we have got a bit of opinion of, he might go to Wellington next week for that 2-year-old 1,000-metre race. And the other maidens will just be placed, where they can best win a race.
Okay, let's talk courtesy forward Manawatu Size Produce Stakes. You've got 4 runners entered in the race, I think 3 in the field and 1 on the ballots. Let's go firstly to the top of the book in Summer Monsoon. That second placing in the Matamata Slipper last time out, in behind Summer Passage, who's then gone on. You've only been beaten half length. He's gone on and won the Sasima Stakes at Group 1 level. It's not a bad form line coming into this, Jamie.
No, he's quite an exciting colt, Aidan. He's got a great attitude, and Opie said once he got off him in the slipper at Matamata there, he said just keep him fresh and go 1400. He thought that the diamond might just be a bit sharp for him, and to be fair, the way that Summer Passage come out and won that race, it was going to have to take a very good horse to beat him. So he's had a trial at Matamata in between times. He didn't have the blinkers on. Jason Waddell got a bit of a feel of him and he attacked the line nicely, but his work in Matamata on Tuesday morning was as good as it's been. Opie was very complimentary, and from that nice gate with the shades back on, so he's going to get a gun running behind the speed down and be a really good each-way chance.
Let's move to Melody Bell, a winner of 2 of her 4 starts. Her win last start was in the Karaka Million, and very good. Obviously, it's been a little while between drinks for her, but you have taken her to the trials. Can you just talk us through her trial performance at Matamata that day?
Trial was very good, Aidan. Opie rode it, loomed up and won nicely. Opie didn't ask her too much. It was just a bit of a shame leading into the diamond. She scoped a little bit dirty and we had to pull her out. So we've treated her accordingly, and she's come on since then. She worked on the rail on Tuesday morning with Summer Monsoon, and Michael rode her and was very pleased with her work. So, she's in very good form. She's got a good draw. She's going to put herself right in the race. And I think that the weather forecast in Palmerston North is possibly even improving a little bit, and I think that the improving track conditions would aid her chances as well.
Those who have done videos on the System Mistakes would have seen how unlucky Gold Fever was. Her third placing was a performance that had a lot going for it. Prior to that, obviously very good in the Manawatu Breeders' Stakes. How do you rate her chances in this one this weekend, Jamie?
Look, she's come through that really well. She's a tough little filly, real natural racehorse, go on any ground. But her work on Tuesday morning with Craig Grills on was good. Obviously pretty wet in Matamata, so she worked reverse way up the back straight there. But, she handles her racing very well. A 1400 should suit. And again, a nice barrier draw, so she's going to be able to put herself right in the race. Quite unfortunate that she sort of got chopped out of it at the half mile and lost a couple of lengths. It might have been the difference between running second and third, but she's a very genuine racehorse and she'll put her best foot forward for sure.
Okay, your other runner is Swing Note, who's first on the ballot, will need a scratching to get into the race. Is still a maiden filly. Just give us a sum up of how you see your horses and your best chance of winning the Matamata Breeders.
Don't discount Swing Note. She's an exciting filly. Her form around Joy filly at Matamata last time was good. The 1400 will suit her. But obviously she does have to improve a bit on what some of the others have already achieved. It'd be great if Summer Monsoon could perform up to expectations, as he is a colt, and he would secure a home at stud if he was to perform well. So the fillies are going great, but very hard to split them, maybe.
Okay, really appreciate your time, Jamie. Best of luck. I know you got Beaumarchais and the Manawatu Classic as well, but a real focus on Gingernuts as well, and we wish you, on behalf of everyone here in New Zealand, all the best.